Are you ready for what's coming? Because right now, as I am recording this on Wednesday evening, February 11th, 2026, a massive weather transformation is unfolding across the entire United States. And I am not talking about your typical winter storm. We re-looking at multiple weather systems that will deliver 8 feet of snow to some areas, 70-mile-per-hour winds to others, and severe thunderstorms with large hail and tornadoes to the deep south. This is the Valentine Day storm everyone's been waiting for, but here's the twist nobody saw coming. Within the next 30 seconds, I am going to reveal which major cities will see temperatures 45 degrees above normal, which means we're talking about 70-degree weather in places that should be buried under snow right now. Stick around because at the 5-minute mark, I'll show you the exact timeline for when this storm hits your specific city, whether you are in Boston, Dallas, Seattle, or anywhere in between. But first, let me ask you this. What if I told you that Minneapolis could hit 70 degrees next Tuesday? In mid-February? Sound impossible? Well, the models are showing exactly that. And here's the kicker. The same weather pattern that's bringing record-breaking heat to the northern plains is simultaneously setting up one of the most significant snow events of the entire season for the western mountains. So where are you watching from right now? Drop your city in the comments below because I am going to give you specific forecasts for over 170 cities across America. And trust me, you are going to want to know exactly when this hits your backyard. Let's dive into what's happening right this second. We have a very large area of warm air built across the Great Plains. I am talking temperatures in the 50s and 60s from the Dakotas all the way down to Texas. But here's what's wild. The real Arctic air, the truly cold stuff, is bottled up way north in Alaska and northern Canada. It's not even close to reaching us yet. Now, you might be thinking, great, warm weather in February, what is the problem? Here's the problem. This temperature setup is creating one of the most volatile atmospheric situations we've seen all winter. We have warm Gulf moisture streaming north. We have cold air waiting in the wings, and we have multiple storm systems lined up like dominoes ready to march across the country. Let me paint you a picture of what's coming to the West Coast first. Starting today, Wednesday, February 11th, we already have snow and rain hammering the Rockies and the Pacific coast. But this is just the appetizer. Over the next 7 to 10 days, we re-expecting widespread 80 to 120 inches of snow across the Sierra Nevada mountains. That's not a typo. That's 10 feet of snow in some of the higher elevations. For those of you in Tahoe, Mammoth Mountain, or anywhere in the California Sierras, you re-looking at the snow event of the season. Multiple atmospheric river events will pump Pacific moisture directly into these mountains. We are talking about snow falling at rates of 3 to 4 inches per hour at times. And it's not just California. If you were in the Cascades of Washington and Oregon, you are in on this action too. Seattle and Portland will see heavy rain in the lowlands, but Mount Baker, Mount Rainier, and the higher elevations could see 5 to 7 feet of accumulation. This is huge for the ski resorts that have been struggling with below normal snowpack all season. Moving inland to the Rockies, Idaho, western Montana, Wyoming, and western Colorado are all in line for significant snowfall. Jackson Hole, Sun Valley, and the Colorado mountain towns like Vail, Breckenridge, and Aspen should prepare for multiple feet of snow. Even areas as far south as northern Arizona and northern New Mexico could see mountain snow with this cold air aloft. But here's where it gets interesting. While the west is getting buried in snow, the east is heating up. And I mean really heating up. Let me give you some specific cities and their expected temperatures for early next week. Minneapolis, Minnesota could hit 70 degrees on Tuesday. That would shatter records. The normal high for mid-February in Minneapolis is around 28 degrees. We're talking 42 degrees above normal. Fargo, North Dakota, you are looking at upper 60s, possibly near 70 degrees Monday and Tuesday. Sioux Falls, South Dakota could reach 72 degrees by Tuesday afternoon. Des Moines, Iowa is forecasted to hit 68 degrees. Omaha, Nebraska could see upper 60s to near 70 degrees. Kansas City, both Missouri and Kansas, you are looking at mid to upper 70s. Oklahoma City could push into the low 80s by Tuesday. Dallas-Fort Worth, we are talking low to mid 80s for several days straight. Austin, Texas might flirt with the upper 80s. Acai. Even Chicago could reach the low 60s, which is about 30 degrees above normal for this time of year. Now you might be wondering, this sounds great. Why are you making it sound ominous? Here's why. This extreme warmth is fuel for severe weather. And that brings us to our first major storm system, the Valentine storm. This system is already taking shape across the Pacific Southwest as I speak. By Thursday the 12th, it'll bring snow to the Rockies and rain to lower elevations in California, Nevada, and the Four Corners region. But things really get interesting Friday through Sunday. Let me walk you through this timeline very carefully because the exact timing matters for your safety and your plans. Friday morning, February 13th, things start quiet across West Texas and southern New Mexico. Albuquerque, you'll wake up to clouds but no precipitation yet. El Paso, same story. By Friday noon, showers begin overspreading southern New Mexico and far western Texas. Midland, Odessa, and areas south of Amarillo, this is when you all start seeing rain develop. Friday afternoon and early evening, this is the critical window. Those showers will rapidly intensify into thunderstorms. And if they tap into the unstable air mass, that S building, they could quickly become severe. We are talking about storms with quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and the potential for brief tornadoes. Lubbock, you are in the target zone Friday evening. Abilene, same for you. These storms will be slow-moving, so flash flooding is a legitimate concern in some areas. Friday night into Saturday morning, the severe weather threat shifts east. Wichita Falls, you are looking at storms rumbling through overnight. Dallas-Fort Worth, especially western suburbs, the heaviest storms arrive around daybreak Saturday morning, Valentine Day. This could impact early morning plans, so keep that in mind. By Saturday afternoon, the severe weather risk really ramps up. Here's where we need to pay very close attention. The Storm Prediction Center has outlined a marginal to slight risk of severe weather from eastern Texas through Louisiana, Arkansas, and into western Tennessee and northern Mississippi. Let me break down specific cities and their Saturday severe weather window. Shreveport, Louisiana, Saturday afternoon through evening, you are in the bullseye for strong to severe thunderstorms. Damaging winds, large hail, and a few tornadoes are possible. Little Rock, Arkansas, Saturday afternoon and evening looks active. Have multiple ways to receive warnings. Memphis, Tennessee, Saturday evening into Saturday night for your severe weather time frame. Jackson, Mississippi, you will see storms Saturday afternoon lasting into the night. Monroe, Louisiana, Saturday afternoon and evening. Tyler, Texas, Saturday midday through afternoon. Texarkana, storms arrive Saturday afternoon. Pine Bluff, Arkansas, Saturday afternoon into evening. Now, Saturday isn't just about severe weather. We are also looking at a significant heavy rainfall event. Multiple models are showing 2 to 4 inches of rain across a broad area from eastern Oklahoma through Arkansas and into the lower Mississippi Valley. Oklahoma City, you could see 2 to 3 inches Friday night through Saturday. Tulsa, similar numbers, 2 to 3 inches. Fort Smith, Arkansas, you in line for 3 to 4 inches potentially. Little Rock could see 3 to 5 inches in some locations. Or this much rain falling in a relatively short period creates a flash flooding concern, especially in urban areas and along small streams and creeks. The Weather Prediction Center has issued a marginal risk of flooding for parts of Oklahoma, Arkansas, and surrounding states for Saturday. But wait. There's more to this Valentine Day storm, and this is where it gets really tricky. As this system moves off the East Coast Sunday into Monday, there's a possibility, and I want to stress this is still somewhat uncertain, of a snow event for the mid-Atlantic and Northeast. Some model runs are showing this storm phasing together just right to produce significant snowfall from Pennsylvania through New Jersey, possibly into New York City and parts of New England. Other model runs show the storm staying too far south and east for significant snow. Let me give you the snow potential as it stands now, but understand this could change significantly over the next 24 to 48 hours. Philadelphia, there's a chance of snow Sunday night into Monday. Amounts uncertain, could be a few inches, could be more than 6 inches depending on the track. New York City, similar story. Some models show you getting rain, others show heavy snow. The difference is literally 100 miles in storm track. Boston, you have the highest probability of seeing snow from this system Monday. Could be significant if the storm tracks close enough. Hartford, Connecticut, you are on the edge. Could see all rain, could see all snow, or a mix. Newark, New Jersey, same uncertain situation as New York City. Allentown, Pennsylvania, you might have the best shot at accumulating snow from this system. The European model last night showed a foot of snow with blizzard conditions from the Poconos through New Jersey, New York City, all the way to Boston and Hartford. But then this morning, S-Run did a complete 180 and showed the storm much further south with barely any snow for the northeast coast. The American GFS model is more in line with the suppressed solution. This is why I am telling you to stay tuned. This storm could bring a major snow event to tens of millions of people, or it could be a mostly rain event that slides out to sea. Check back for updates because this will become clearer by Thursday evening. Now let's talk about what happens after this Valentine S-Day storm because the weather pattern is about to go absolutely bonkers for the rest of February. By Monday and Tuesday, February 16th and 17th, a new and even more potent storm system will be organizing along the West Coast. This is another atmospheric river event, and it's going to bring extreme precipitation to the western states. San Francisco, you are looking at heavy rain Monday and Tuesday. Flooding will be a concern. Sacramento, same story, heavy rain both days. Portland, Oregon, very heavy rain, possibly 1 to 3 inches both Monday and Tuesday. Eugene, Oregon, heavy mountain snow to your east, heavy rain in the valley. Meanwhile, all that mountain snow I mentioned earlier continues piling up. We could be looking at a multi-day event where some areas of the Sierra Nevada see snow every single day from Thursday, February 12th through Tuesday, February 17th. That's 6 straight days of snow. As this western storm moves inland Tuesday and Wednesday, February 17th and 18th, it is going to spawn another significant weather maker for the central United States. And here, where things get fascinating from a meteorological standpoint. With temperatures still well above normal across the northern plains and upper Midwest, this storm will have access to an unusual amount of energy for mid-February. We're talking about a setup that could produce winter weather for the northern tier. Yes, even with the warm air, the northern side of this storm could bring snow, possibly even freezing rain, to parts of the Dakotas, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan. Severe weather for the central and southern plains. With temperatures in the 70s and 80s and deep Gulf moisture streaming north, we could be looking at another significant severe weather outbreak. Let me give you city-by-city details for this Tuesday, Wednesday, February 17th and 18th time frame. Bismarck, North Dakota, you could transition from 60-degree weather to snow within 24 hours. This is going to be a wild temperature swing. Minneapolis, after hitting 70 degrees Tuesday, you could see snow by Wednesday. Talk about whiplash. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Tuesday might hit the upper 50s or low 60s, then turn much colder with possible snow Wednesday. Green Bay, Wisconsin, similar situation. Duluth, Minnesota, you might avoid the extreme warmth, but you will likely see the snow Wednesday. Chicago, you will feel the temperature crash Tuesday night into Wednesday. Snow is possible, but not certain yet. Des Moines, Iowa, you are in a tricky spot. Could see rain, could see snow, could see both. Now for the southern side of this storm, Wichita, Kansas, Wednesday looks like a severe weather day. Strong storms possible. Topeka, Kansas, same time frame, Wednesday for potential severe weather. Kansas City, storms possible. Tuesday night into Wednesday. Joplin, Missouri, Wednesday could be active. Springfield, Missouri, Wednesday afternoon and evening watch for storms. Little Rock, you might get hit twice, once this weekend and again Wednesday of next week. Tulsa, same situation. Possible severe weather both this weekend and again next Wednesday. Oklahoma City, you're in the bullseye for multiple severe weather events over the next week. By Thursday and Friday, February 19th and 20th, yet another storm system develops. And this one also has winter weather potential for the north and severe weather potential for the south. The pattern we re-looking at shows storm after storm after storm marching out of the Pacific, diving southeast across the Rockies, then intensifying as they move into the central United States. It's a classic late winter pattern, but it is happening in mid-February when we still have plenty of cold air available to tap into. For the northern states, this means snow chances will increase as we get deeper into the week and head toward the weekend of February 21st and 22nd. Fargo, you will likely see snow by late next week. Sioux Falls, same timeline. Snow chances increase late week. Rapid City, South Dakota, you are in the snow zone multiple times over the next 10 days. Billings, Montana, periods of snow likely. Great Falls, Montana, winter weather expected multiple times. Boise, Idaho, valley rain, mountain snow, multiple rounds coming. For the southern plains and deep south, the severe weather threat continues to show up on multiple days through late February. This brings us to the outdoor events many of you have asked about. Let me run through the major events happening over the next week and what weather you can expect. The Daytona 500 is scheduled for Sunday, February 15th. Daytona Beach, Florida, you're looking at a chance of showers and possibly a thunderstorm Sunday afternoon and evening as that Valentine's Day storm system moves through the southeast. Temperatures in the mid-70s, winds could be gusty at times, especially in any thunderstorms that develop. There's a chance this race could see weather delays. For spring training baseball in Florida, games in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and throughout the Gulf Coast will likely see rain chances increase Saturday through Monday as the storm system passes through. Sunday looks like the highest rain chance. Teams in Arizona will have much better weather, though cooler than normal with some mountain snow nearby. The PGA Tour event in Phoenix this weekend will have good weather conditions, mostly sunny, temperatures in the mid-60s to near 70. No weather concerns there. For anyone planning outdoor activities in Texas this weekend, Friday evening through Saturday is going to be stormy across much of the state. Sunday starts to improve from west to east. Mardi Gras preparations in New Orleans, you will want to watch Saturday and Sunday for heavy rain and possible thunderstorms. Monday looks drier as the system moves away. College basketball games across the South Saturday evening could see weather-related travel delays if you re-driving to arenas, especially in Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi, where storms will be most active. Now let me talk about the cities that need to pay special attention to specific threats over the next week. For flooding concerns, these cities have the highest risk Saturday, February 14th through Tuesday, February 17th. Little Rock, Arkansas, Memphis, Tennessee, Jackson, Mississippi, Shreveport, Louisiana, Monroe, Louisiana, Pine Bluff, Arkansas, Jonesboro, Arkansas, West Memphis, Arkansas, Tupelo, Mississippi. Meridian, Mississippi, 2 to 5 inches of rain in a short period will create urban and small stream flooding. For severe weather, the highest risk cities are Dallas-Fort Worth area, Saturday morning and again potentially next week, Shreveport, Saturday afternoon and evening, Tyler, Texas, Saturday Longview, Texas, Saturday Texarkana, Saturday Little Rock, Saturday afternoon through evening, Memphis, Saturday evening, Jackson, Mississippi, Saturday Monroe, Louisiana, Saturday Alexandria, Louisiana, Saturday Oklahoma City, Saturday and again next Wednesday, Tulsa, Saturday and again next Wednesday, Wichita, Kansas, next Wednesday. All these cities should have multiple ways to receive severe weather warnings. For snow lovers, your best chances over the next week are all Sierra Nevada mountain areas, California, 7 to 10 feet of snow possible, Lake Tahoe area, 5 to 8 feet, Mammoth Mountain, 8 to 12 feet, Mount Shasta, 4 to 6 feet. All Cascade Mountain areas, Oregon and Washington, 4 to 7 feet, Mount Hood, 5 to 7 feet, Mount Rainier, 6 to 9 feet, Crater Lake, Oregon, 5 to 8 feet, Jackson Hole, Wyoming, 2 to 4 feet, Sun Valley, Idaho, 2 to 4 feet, Park City, Utah, 1 to 3 feet, Vail, Colorado, 1 to 3 feet, Breckenridge, Colorado, 1 to 3 feet, Aspen, Colorado, 1 to 3 feet, Steamboat Springs, Colorado, 2 to 4 feet, Telluride, Colorado, 1 to 3 feet. These are 7 to 10 day totals, not single storm totals. Multiple systems will bring this snow. For the urban areas in the west expecting rain, San Francisco, 3 to 6 inches total over next week, Oakland, 3 to 6 inches, San Jose, 2 to 5 inches, Sacramento, 4 to 8 inches, Redding, California, 4 to 7 inches, Eureka, California, 6 to 10 inches, Portland, Oregon, 4 to 7 inches, Eugene, Oregon, 3 to 6 inches, Salem, Oregon, 3 to 6 inches, Seattle, 2 to 5 inches, Olympia, Washington, 3 to 6 inches, Bellingham, Washington, 4 to 7 inches. Flooding will be a concern in many of these areas, especially since the ground is already saturated from previous storms. So, now let's jump ahead to the long-range pattern because this is where things get really interesting. The extended models are showing a pattern change around the last week of February, February 23rd through March 1st. During this period, the core of the Arctic air finally starts to dip further south from Canada into the United States. This is the kind of cold that could bring winter weather threats much further south than we've seen so far this season. Cities that could see their first significant snow of the season during this late February timeframe include Nashville, Tennessee, Louisville, Kentucky, Lexington, Kentucky, Cincinnati, Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, Indianapolis, Indiana, St. Louis, Missouri, Evansville, Indiana, Paducah, Kentucky, Bowling Green, Kentucky. The models are also suggesting continued severe weather threats for the Deep South during this same time frame. The clash between cold Arctic air to the north and warm Gulf air to the south creates a battleground for storm systems. Cities in Dixie Alley need to stay alert late February. Birmingham, Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama, Mobile, Alabama, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, Meridian, Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi, Vicksburg, Mississippi, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Lafayette, Louisiana, Lake Charles, Louisiana, Beaumont, Texas, Houston, Texas area, Atlanta, Georgia, Macon, Georgia, Columbus, Georgia, Tallahassee, Florida, Pensacola, Florida, Panama City, Florida. Multiple severe weather events are possible during the last week of February into early March for these areas. For the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic, late February could finally bring a more sustained winter weather pattern. Cities like Boston, Massachusetts, Providence, Rhode Island, Hartford, Connecticut, Albany, New York. Syracuse, New York, Rochester, New York, Buffalo, New York, Erie, Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Scranton, Pennsylvania, Allentown, Pennsylvania, Newark, New Jersey, New York City, Bridgeport, Connecticut. All these cities could see multiple winter weather events during the last 10 days of February and into early March. Let me also mention some of the smaller cities and towns that will be impacted. I know many of you live in these communities. In Texas, Amarillo, Lubbock, Midland, Odessa, San Angelo, Wichita Falls, Denton, McKinney, Plano, Arlington, Fort Worth, Waco, Temple, Killeen, College Station, Bryan, Beaumont, Port Arthur, Galveston, Corpus Christi, Laredo, McAllen, all need to watch for severe weather this weekend. In Oklahoma, Lawton, Duncan, Enid, Stillwater, Ponca City, Bartlesville, Muskogee, Shawnee, Norman, Moore, Edmond, all in the severe weather risk zone Saturday and possibly next week. In Arkansas, Jonesboro, Paragould, Blytheville, West Memphis, Forest City, Helena, El Dorado, Texarkana, Hot Springs, Conway, Russellville, Fayetteville, Springdale, Rogers, Bentonville, all could see severe storms Saturday. In Louisiana, Bossier City, Ruston, West Monroe, Natchitoches, Many, Leesville, DeRidder, Sulphur, Crowley, Opelousas, Hammond, Slidell, all in the stormy zone this weekend. In Mississippi, Greenville, Cleveland, Clarksdale, Oxford, Tupelo, Columbus, Starkville, West Point, Meridian, Laurel, Hattiesburg, Gulfport, Biloxi, all seeing weather Saturday through Sunday. Don't forget the people planning travel this President's Day weekend. Monday, February 16th is President's Day. If you are traveling, air travel could see delays Saturday through Monday across the south and east due to storms and low visibility. Major hubs like Dallas, Houston, Memphis, Atlanta, Charlotte, and potentially Northeast airports could all see impacts. Driving will be hazardous Saturday across the South due to heavy rain, possible flooding, and severe thunderstorms. The Northeast could see winter weather Monday depending on storm track. Interstate 10 from Houston through Baton Rouge to Mobile could see very heavy rain Sunday. Interstate 20 from Dallas through Shreveport to Jackson could be impacted Saturday. Interstate 40 from Oklahoma City through Little Rock to Memphis will likely see heavy rain and storms Saturday. Interstate 30 from Dallas through Texarkana to Little Rock, same story Saturday. Interstate 35 from Oklahoma City south through Dallas could see storms Friday night through Saturday. For the West Coast travelers, Interstate 5 from San Diego through Los Angeles to San Francisco to Portland to Seattle will see heavy rain next week. Mountain passes could be treacherous with heavy snow. Interstate 80 over the Sierra Nevada will likely be closed multiple times due to blizzard conditions and avalanche danger. If you must travel over Donner Pass, check conditions constantly. Interstate 90 over Snoqualmie Pass in Washington could also see closures due to heavy snow. Here are some temperature records that could fall over the next week. Bismarck, North Dakota on Tuesday could hit 68 degrees, breaking the old record of 57. Fargo could reach 70 degrees Tuesday, crushing the old record of 54. Sioux Falls might hit 73 Tuesday, well above the old record of 61. Aberdeen, South Dakota could see 70 degrees, 20 degrees above the old record. Minneapolis at 70 degrees would shatter the old record of 55. Rochester, Minnesota could hit 68, breaking the old record of 54. La Crosse, Wisconsin might reach 65, beating the old record of 57. Even Duluth could hit 50 degrees, which would be 10 degrees above the record. But here is what makes this pattern so volatile. After these record highs Tuesday, many of these same cities could see temperatures crash 40 to 50 degrees within 48 hours. That's the kind of temperature swing that can cause all sorts of problems, from burst pipes to health issues. Now, I promised you I'd give you the exact timeline for when weather impacts hit your city. Let me do that now by region. Pacific Northwest, including Seattle, Portland, Eugene, Spokane, Yakima, Bellingham. Wednesday through Friday this week. Relatively quiet but building clouds, Saturday through next Tuesday. Heavy rain in lowlands, heavy mountain snow, flooding possible, Wednesday next week. Brief break, Thursday through Saturday next week. Another round of heavy precipitation. California, including San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose, Sacramento, Fresno, Bakersfield, Los Angeles, San Diego. Wednesday through Friday this week. Periods of rain and mountain snow, Saturday through Tuesday next week. Very heavy rain, mountain snow measured in feet, flooding likely in many areas, Wednesday next week. Brief improvement Thursday through weekend next week. More rain and mountain snow, Rocky Mountain region including Denver, Colorado Springs, Salt Lake City, Boise, Helena, Billings, Casper. Thursday and Friday this week. Snow developing, heavy at times in mountains, Saturday through Monday. Continued mountain snow, some valley snow possible, Tuesday through Thursday next week. Another round of snow, especially mountains, Friday through Sunday next week. Yet another snow event likely, northern plains including Bismarck, Fargo, Grand Forks, Sioux Falls, Rapid City. Thursday and Friday this week. Warm and quiet, Saturday through Monday. Continued warm, record highs possible, Monday and Tuesday, Tuesday and Wednesday next week. Temperature crash, snow likely, Thursday through weekend next week. Cold and unsettled, more snow chances, upper Midwest including Minneapolis, Duluth, Eau Claire, Green Bay, Milwaukee, Madison. Thursday and Friday this week, warming up nicely. Saturday through Tuesday next week, very warm, record highs possible. Tuesday, Wednesday next week, temperature crash, snow and rain possible. Thursday through Sunday next week, colder, additional snow chances. Central Plains including Wichita, Topeka, Salina, Dodge City, Garden City. Friday this week, warm and breezy. Saturday, warm, scattered storms, possible afternoon. Sunday through Tuesday next week, continued warm. Wednesday next week, severe weather possible as cold front approaches. Thursday through weekend next week, cooler, additional storm chances. Southern Plains including Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Lawton, Enid, Stillwater. Friday, warm, storms developing late in western Oklahoma. Saturday, severe weather threat, especially afternoon and evening. Sunday through Tuesday next week. Warm between systems, Wednesday next week. Another severe weather threat, Thursday through weekend next week. Unsettled pattern continues. Texas, including Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, San Antonio, Austin, El Paso, Lubbock, Amarillo. Friday, storms developing western Texas evening. Saturday, severe weather threat shifting east across state during day. Sunday, improving from west to east. Monday through Wednesday next week, warm and breezy. Thursday through weekend next week. Another storm system possible with severe weather. Deep south, including Shreveport, Little Rock, Memphis, Jackson, Birmingham, Montgomery. Friday, warm and breezy. Saturday, severe weather threat, afternoon through night. Sunday, severe weather continues, especially morning, Monday through Wednesday next week. Quieter but warm, Thursday through Saturday next week. Another severe weather episode possible. Southeast, including Atlanta, Macon, Savannah, Charleston, Columbia, Charlotte, Raleigh. Friday and Saturday, warm and humid. Sunday, showers and storms, some could be strong. Monday, storms taper off, cooler air arrives. Tuesday through Thursday next week, pleasant. Friday through Sunday next week, another storm system possible. Florida, including Jacksonville, Orlando, Tampa, Miami, Tallahassee, Pensacola. Friday and Saturday, warm and humid. All Sunday, showers and storms likely, especially North Florida. Monday, storms diminish. Tuesday through Thursday next week, nice weather. Friday through Sunday next week. Storm chances return, mid-Atlantic including Richmond, Norfolk, Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Philadelphia, Wilmington. Thursday and Friday this week, cool and quiet, Saturday and Sunday. Clouds increase, rain develops. Sunday night into Monday. Watching for possible snow, still uncertain. Tuesday through Thursday next week. Improving, Friday through Sunday next week. Another system possible. Northeast, including New York, Boston, Providence, Hartford, Albany, Syracuse, Buffalo, Portland, Maine. Thursday and Friday, cool, some lake effect snow showers. Saturday and Sunday. Clouds increase, Sunday night into Monday. Possible significant snow, track still uncertain, Tuesday through Thursday next week. Quieter, Friday through Sunday next week. Another potential winter storm. Great Lakes including Chicago, Detroit, Cleveland, Toledo, Indianapolis, Cincinnati, Louisville. Thursday and Friday, cool then warming, Saturday through Monday. Warm, Tuesday and Wednesday next week. Temperature drop, rain and snow possible, Thursday through Sunday next week. Unsettled, additional precipitation chances. Ohio Valley including Cincinnati, Louisville, Lexington, Charleston, WV, Huntington. Friday and Saturday. Warm, Sunday. Showers and storms possible Monday through Wednesday next week. Mild Thursday through Sunday next week. Colder, mix of rain and snow possible. Now I want to address something important. Some of you are probably wondering why I keep saying certain forecasts are uncertain. Why can't we just know exactly what is going to happen? Let me explain. Weather forecasting, especially 7 to 10 days out, involves a tremendous amount of uncertainty. Small changes in atmospheric conditions can lead to vastly different outcomes. That northeaster I mentioned for Sunday night and Monday, the difference between a major snowstorm and a rain event that stays offshore is literally 50 to 100 miles in storm track. 50 miles. That's a 1-hour drive. The models we use are incredibly sophisticated, but they are solving equations with millions of variables. Sometimes they agree, sometimes they don't. When they don't agree, we tell you that. We don't to make up a forecast just to sound certain. We give you the range of possibilities so you can make informed decisions. That is why I keep updating you multiple times as these systems get closer. The forecasts will get better, more accurate, more specific as the systems approach. But for now, 7 to 10 days out, we're giving you the best information we have while being honest about the uncertainty. One more thing I want to talk about is the longer range pattern beyond February. As we head into March, the models are suggesting a very active pattern continues. March is typically the month where we see the most severe weather of the year. It's also a month that can produce significant winter storms, especially in the northern tier. The Climate Prediction Center's outlook for March shows above normal precipitation for much of the western United States. That means the parade of storms we are seeing now could continue well into March. More rain for California, more mountain snow, continued flooding concerns. For the eastern two-thirds of the country, March looks to feature above normal temperatures overall, but with significant short-term cold shots mixed in. That means we'll see wild temperature swings, 70-degree days followed by snow a few days later. That is classic March weather. The severe weather outlook for March shows elevated risks across the south and southeast, which is normal for this time of year. But given how active the pattern is setting up, we could see above normal severe weather activity, especially in Dixie Alley and the Mid-South. For those keeping track of drought conditions, the western snow is great news for water supply. California desperately needs this precipitation. The reservoirs are still below normal despite earlier winter storms. This extended wet pattern could really help boost water storage. However, all this rain at lower elevations does create flooding concerns. Many rivers in Northern California are already running high. Extended periods of heavy rain could push some rivers to flood stage, especially if warm rain falls on mountain snow causing additional runoff. Let me wrap up with some key takeaways for the next 2 weeks. Number 1, multiple storm systems will impact the United States. This is not a single event. This is a pattern change that brings active weather for an extended period. Number 2, the West will see extreme mountain snow, 7 to 10 feet in some areas over the next week. This is historic snowfall for many locations. Number 3, severe weather is likely across the South this weekend, particularly Saturday. Have a way to receive warnings. Number 4, temperature extremes are coming. Record highs next week for the northern plains, followed by a temperature crash. Number 5, the Northeast may see a significant winter storm Sunday night into Monday, but this is still uncertain. Stay tuned for updates. Number 6, additional storm systems and severe weather threats continue through late February. Number 7, the pattern remains active into March with continued storm chances. So what should you do with all this information? First, If you are in the severe weather risk areas this weekend, make sure you have multiple ways to receive warnings. Phone alerts, weather radio, whatever works for you. Have a plan for where you'll go if a tornado warning is issued. If you are in the heavy rain areas, don't drive through flooded roads. Turn around, don't drown. It takes less water than you think to float a vehicle. If you are in the mountain snow areas, prepare for travel impacts. Have chains or four-wheel drive if you must travel in the mountains. Better yet, delay travel until after the storms pass. If you are in the Northeast watching the potential snow situation, stay flexible with your plans for Monday. This forecast will become clearer by Friday, and regardless of where you are, stay informed. Weather changes quickly. What looks like rain could turn to snow. What looks like a weak storm could strengthen. Check forecasts multiple times per day when active weather is expected. Remember to drop your city in the comments so I can give you more specific information for your area. I read the comments and I do try to provide additional details for cities people ask about. Oh, the next video will have updates on all these systems, especially that tricky northeaster for Sunday night and Monday. We'll also dive deeper into the severe weather setup for this weekend as it gets closer and we have better data. Now let me get even more specific with city-by-city, hour-by-hour forecasts for this critical weekend period. I want you to know exactly when weather impacts will hit your community, starting with Friday, February 13th. Let me walk through the severe weather timeline city-by-city across the Southern Plains. Amarillo, Texas. Friday morning starts quiet with temperatures in the mid-40s. By Friday afternoon, around 2 p.m., you'll see clouds thickening. First showers develop around 5 p.m. in the western parts of the metro area. By 7 p.m., these showers intensify to thunderstorms. The severe weather window for Amarillo is Friday evening from 7 p.m. through 11 p.m. Primary threats are 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. An isolated tornado cannot be ruled out. By midnight, the storms move east and conditions improve. Lubbock, Texas. Friday morning is dry with temperatures starting in the low 40s. Clouds increase through the afternoon. First showers arrive around 6 p.m. The main severe weather window is Friday evening 8 p.m. through Saturday 1 a.m. Strong winds and large hail are the main threats. Rainfall totals of 1 to 2 inches possible. Midland and Odessa, Texas. Friday stays mostly dry through early afternoon. Showers develop around 4 p.m. These become strong to severe thunderstorms by 7 p.m. Your severe weather window is Friday evening 7 p.m. through 11 p.m. Wind gusts to 65 miles per hour possible along with golf ball size hail. Flash flooding is a concern given recent rains. By Saturday morning around 3 a.m., storms exit east. Abilene, Texas. Friday afternoon is breezy and warm with highs near 75. First storms arrive around 8 p.m. Friday night. Main severe weather threat is Friday 9 p.m. through Saturday 2 a.m. Damaging winds, large hail, and a brief tornado possible. Storms exit by Saturday sunrise. See Wichita Falls, Texas. Friday is warm and breezy, highs near 80 degrees. Evening stays dry. Storms arrive around midnight Friday night into Saturday morning. Your severe weather window is Saturday 1 a.m. through 7 a.m. This is overnight, so make sure you have a way to receive warnings while sleeping. Weather radio or phone alerts are critical. Strong winds and hail likely. By Saturday mid-morning, storms are east of the area. Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Let me break this down by zone. Western suburbs, including Fort Worth, Arlington, Weatherford, and Granbury, storms arrive Saturday morning between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. Eastern suburbs, including Dallas, Plano, McKinney, Frisco, storms arrive Saturday morning 6 a.m. through 9 a.m. Northern suburbs, including Denton, Louisville, The Colony, storms arrive Saturday 5 a.m. through 8 a.m. Southern suburbs, including Mansfield, Waxahachie, Midlothian, storms arrive Saturday 4 a.m. through 7 a.m. All zones see severe weather potential with damaging winds and large hail. Isolated tornadoes possible. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches likely. By Saturday late morning around 11 a.m., storms are mostly east of the Metroplex. Tyler, Texas. Saturday morning starts stormy. Heavy rain and thunderstorms from 6 a.m. through noon Saturday. Severe weather likely mid-morning. Wind damage and hail main concerns. Rainfall 2 to 4 inches possible, creating flash flood risk. Storms diminish Saturday afternoon around 2 p.m. Longview, Texas, similar timeline to Tyler. Storms Saturday morning 7 a.m. through 1 p.m. Severe weather threat peaks mid-morning around 10 a.m. Heavy rain continues into early afternoon, flooding possible in low-lying areas. Shreveport, Louisiana. This is a big one for you. Saturday morning starts with scattered storms around 8 a.m., but the main event is Saturday afternoon and evening. From noon Saturday through 9 p.m. Saturday, repeated rounds of strong to severe thunderstorms are expected. This is a long-duration event. Multiple storm cells will move through. Some could produce tornadoes, particularly Saturday afternoon between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. Large hail up to tennis ball size possible. Wind gusts could reach 70 miles per hour. Rainfall totals of 3 to 6 inches likely. Flash flooding is a significant concern. Have multiple ways to receive warnings throughout the day Saturday. By Sunday morning, 1 a.m., severe weather threat ends, but heavy rain may continue. Little Rock, Arkansas. Saturday morning starts cloudy and breezy. First storms arrive around 11 a.m. Saturday. Your main severe weather window is Saturday afternoon, 1 p.m. through Saturday night, 10 p.m. Peak severe weather threat is Saturday late afternoon between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. All severe weather hazards are possible, including tornadoes. Some could be strong, very large hail possible. Damaging winds likely. This is a dangerous setup for central Arkansas. Rainfall totals of 4 to 7 inches possible. Major flash flooding concern. Storms finally exit around Sunday 3 a.m. Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Very similar to Little Rock timeline. Storms arrive Saturday late morning around 10 a.m. Severe weather Saturday afternoon through evening. Peak threat Saturday 5 p.m. through 9 p.m. Tornadoes, large hail, damaging winds all possible. Flash flooding likely with 4 to 6 inches of rain. All clear by Sunday morning. Memphis, Tennessee. Saturday starts breezy and warm, temperatures reaching mid-70s by afternoon. First storms develop around 3 p.m. Saturday afternoon. Your severe weather window is Saturday evening 5 p.m. through Sunday morning 2 a.m. This is a nighttime event which makes it more dangerous. Peak severe weather is Saturday evening between 7 p.m. and midnight. All hazards possible, tornadoes included. Make sure you can receive warnings overnight. Weather radio essential. Rainfall 3 to 5 inches. Storms taper off Sunday morning around 4 a.m. Jackson, Mississippi. Saturday morning is warm and humid with temperatures near 75. First scattered storms around noon. Main severe weather event is Saturday afternoon and evening from 2 p.m. through 11 p.m. Peak threat Saturday late afternoon 4 p.m. through 8 p.m. Significant tornado risk. Very large hail possible. Destructive wind gusts likely. Rainfall 4 to 8 inches creating major flash flood threat. This is one of the highest risk areas for this event. Storms diminish Sunday morning. Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Similar timeline to Jackson. Storms develop Saturday early afternoon around 1 p.m. Severe weather peaks Saturday late afternoon and evening 3 p.m. through 9 p.m. All severe weather threats. Heavy rain continues overnight. Flash flooding major concern. Storms end Sunday morning around 5 a.m. Monroe, Louisiana. Saturday morning starts warm. Storms arrive around 10 a.m. Saturday. Your severe weather window is Saturday late morning through Saturday night. From 11 a.m. Saturday through 10 p.m. Saturday, expect repeated severe thunderstorm cells. Peak tornado threat is Saturday afternoon 2 p.m. through 7 p.m. This is a long-duration dangerous event. Rainfall 4 to 7 inches, flooding likely. Have shelter plan ready all day Saturday. Alexandria, Louisiana. Very active Saturday. Storms begin around 9 a.m. Saturday morning. Severe weather threat from 10 a.m. Saturday through 9 p.m. Saturday. That's an 11-hour severe weather window, multiple rounds of storms. Tornado risk highest Saturday afternoon. Large hail and damaging winds throughout the event. Rainfall 5 to 8 inches possible. This could be a historic rain event for central Louisiana. Streams and rivers will rise rapidly. Avoid travel Saturday if possible. Texarkana, Arkansas, and Texas. Saturday morning starts with scattered storms around 9 a.m. Main severe weather from 11 a.m. through 8 p.m. Saturday. Peak threat Saturday afternoon 2 p.m. through 6 p.m. All severe weather hazards. Rainfall 3 to 6 inches. Flash flooding likely. Storms exit around 10 p.m. Saturday. Jonesboro, Arkansas. Saturday is mostly a rain event for you, but storms could still be strong. Heavy rain from noon Saturday through midnight. Rainfall 3 to 5 inches. Some storms could produce damaging winds. Flooding in low areas likely. Tupelo, Mississippi, Saturday afternoon and evening event. Storms arrive around 1 p.m. Saturday. Severe weather window is 2 p.m. Saturday through 11 p.m. Saturday. Peak threat Saturday evening 6 p.m. through 9 p.m. Significant tornado potential. Very large hail possible. Damaging winds likely. This is northeast Mississippi's highest risk area. Rainfall 3 to 6 inches. Have shelter ready Saturday afternoon and evening. Columbus, Mississippi. Similar to Tupelo timeline. Storms Saturday afternoon around 2 p.m. Severe weather 2 p.m. through midnight. Peak threat Saturday evening. All hazards possible. Heavy rain continues overnight. Flash flooding concern. Meridian, Mississippi. Saturday starts warm and humid. Storms develop around noon. Severe weather noon through 10 p.m. Saturday. Peak severe weather Saturday afternoon 3 p.m. through 8 p.m. Significant severe weather threat. Tornadoes possible. Some could be strong. Very large hail. Damaging winds. Rainfall 4 to 7 inches. Major flooding threat. Now let me talk about Sunday, February 15th and the severe weather threat that continues across the southeast. Birmingham, Alabama. Sunday morning starts with scattered showers. Storms become more organized Sunday late morning around 10 a.m. Your severe weather window is Sunday noon through Sunday evening 9 p.m. Peak threat Sunday afternoon 2 p.m. through 6 p.m. Damaging winds, main threat but tornadoes possible. Large hail also a concern. Rainfall 2 to 4 inches. Storms taper Sunday night around 11 p.m. Montgomery, Alabama. Similar timeline. Storms Sunday late morning around 11 a.m. Severe